It's Monday, the 25th of March, 2024. Welcome to the Fast 5 Business News by Fear and Greed, where we give you the top 5 business stories you need to know in just 5 minutes. I'm Michael Thompson, and good morning, Adam Lang.
Good morning, Michael.
Adam, we've got 5 stories to get through in 5 minutes, so let's get cracking. Story number 1, a bumper weekend for auctions. There were 3,470 scheduled and 3,357 that actually ended up being recorded by CoreLogic. It makes it, Adam, the biggest weekend since the same pre-Easter weekend back in 2022.
Michael, it really was a massive selling weekend, well up from the 2,834 last weekend and 2,303 at the same time last year, though not quite as strong as the more than 4,000 that went under the hammer in 2022. Sydney had 1,177 auctions at a clearance rate of 75.9%, while Melbourne had 1,636 and 69.9% of them sold under the hammer. Brisbane had 242 auctions with a 69.8% clearance rate.
And Adam, while there's been plenty of activity in the housing market, the housing affordability debate has taken off as well. It got pretty political over the weekend. We had opposition housing spokesman Michael Sukkar come out swinging against the government for, quote, opening the floodgates to migration without any idea where they would live.
Yes, Michael Sukkar was asked on Sky News about a report from Build Skills Australia. It has found we're tens of thousands of tradies short of what's needed to reach the Albanese government's 1.2 million pledged houses. He said migration is surging, but these construction workers had not been dialed up on the skills list for incoming migrants. Instead, he said it was largely students coming in.
All right, on to story number 2 now, and the government is making a submission to the Fair Work Commission's annual wage review, recommending it ensures real wages do not go backwards. It wants a pay bump for Australia's lowest income earners in line with rising prices.
Michael, one of the complexities this year is that the amended Stage 3 tax cuts are kicking in from July. The federal government wants the Commission to see these cuts as in addition to any increase in award and minimum wages, not instead of or as a substitute. It wants wages to be increased in line with inflation across the board this time around, but it also acknowledges that in the long term, productivity growth is what should drive real wage growth.
Story number 3, Star Entertainment, Adam, is having a mass clear out of executives, including the chief executive, as it enters really what is a critical final test over its casino licence.
Star posted a late Friday ASX notice about a major shake-up of its executive suite. This includes CEO Robbie Cook, the CFO, and the Chief Customer Officer. Star Chair David Foster will become Executive Chairman. The gaming, entertainment and hospitality business said the change was in the best interest of the company, which is currently waiting for the finalisation of an inquiry over its suitability to hold a Sydney casino licence. This is the second independent inquiry from the New South Wales Independent Casino Commission into Star. It's being led by Adam Bell, SC, and is investigating whether Star has fixed problems, including cultural issues, to get back its licence. If this is unsuccessful, then it may lose its licence permanently. The review is looking closely at the leadership team's ability and suitability to fix the problems that have been plaguing the business.
Story number 4, the Business Council of Australia has taken aim at the Greens' proposed divestiture legislation, warning it will worsen the cost of living crisis. Now, this is really interesting, isn't it, Adam? The Senate is expected to consider the Greens bill this week, which would potentially give the court powers to break up big businesses if they see it as having a competition issue.
Yes, this proposed law from the Greens is all about concerns that supermarkets are price gouging and have too much control, but Business Council of Australia CEO Brand Black has hit out at the proposal, saying experts have looked at these powers in numerous reviews and ruled it out, finding it could negatively impact consumers, put jobs at risk and upend the stability of critical sectors, especially in regional areas. He said the proposed law doesn't solve the issues of price transparency from farm gate to shop shelf and won't help with inflation. Brand Black criticises the laws as extreme powers for the courts and the ACCC, and he says they shouldn't be rushed through due to the risks of unintended consequences. He's bothered because the laws could capture all sorts of businesses, not just Coles and Woolies.
All right, last one. Story number 5, and a bit of good news to finish up with here, Adam. Quadriplegic Nolan Arbor, who is the world's first recipient of Elon Musk's Neuralink implant, is given an hour-long review of the impact of the new tech on his life. And the brain chip really does represent a big step forward in medical tech. So the video, posted on X, obviously, has attracted plenty of attention.
Yes, and this is wonderful. And this isn't the first time someone who is paralysed has been able to use technology to move cursors with their thoughts. But this chip transmits data wirelessly, whereas older models have needed wires through the skin. It took 5 months from when Arbor applied until the surgery was undertaken, and he's now been playing video games. The video shows him playing Mario Kart with his dad. He says it has helped him more than other assistive technology, but it's clearly a sign of what's to come in the future.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting stuff. There we go, the top 5 business stories in 5 minutes. Thank you, Adam.
Thank you, Michael.
It's Monday, the 25th of March, 2024. Remember to hit follow on the podcast, and if 5 minutes isn't enough, you can find our longer daily show called Fear and Greed wherever you listen to podcasts. I'm Michael Thompson, and that was the Fast 5 Business News by Fear and Greed. Have a great day.